got Omar Dorsey here. What's up, Omar?
Hey, D, how you doing?
I'm fantastic. You guys, Omar Dorsey is an extraordinary actor. He's appeared in films like The Blind Side, Django, Unchained, Selma, and Oprah Winfrey's big show, Queen Sugar. Man,
Right.
I'm so excited to have you here, Omar. What's going on, baby?
You got it, sister. How you doing, man? Just trying my best to figure out this whole world right now, but we doing good.
It's crazy, right?
It's crazy, but hey, we gonna figure it out.
We're gonna
Yep,
figure it out. Yeah, but
sure enough.
one thing it does allow us is time to have more time with our families, right?
100%. Yes, very much.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Yeah.
So Omar, man, you've been in old school shows like Joanna Man, Starsky and Hutch. Let's
Right.
start there. What was it like back then? I mean, what was that, 20
Yeah.
years ago?
About 21 years ago. I think my first movie was in 1999. It might have came out 2000, but it was a road trip. I was still in
Oh,
college when I did that movie. I was still in grad school, I think, and it was just tremendous. It's when Atlanta was
oh, he's
first
breaking up.
starting to pop a little bit. They're doing films. Am I breaking up?
You good
Or
now?
am I?
Yeah, it's
All
it's
right,
going
cool.
in and out.
Am I? Am I good now?
Yeah, you're good. It
Am I
just
good
keeps
then?
cutting on and off, but it's okay. You're back.
Okay. Yeah, but yeah, okay. So what I was saying is, when I first started about 20 years ago, 21 years ago, it's when Atlanta was first starting to pop. Really, it wasn't the Tyler Perry hadn't come in yet, but we were doing some films here and there, and yeah, that's what it was. And I just started. I was still in college, playing college students, and drumline and road trips. So those were like the beginnings of it. And I was doing theater too at the same time.
Okay. Wow, that's amazing. So the name of my show is Living the Dream. Can you tell me, have you lived your dream or are you living your dream now?
I'm living a dream, but I am. When I was a kid, I always wanted to be an actor. Went to performing art high school at DeKalb County, DeKalb School for the Arts at Avondale High School.
Hmm.
So it was always my dream. My mother used to be a director for theater, and so that's what I always wanted to do. And just being able to make a living period as an actor is just was just a dream of mine. Not knowing that I would play these different roles that people would like would love or hate or whatever it is. But it was really just that was always my dream, was just to be an actor, and that's all I didn't have to bartend, I didn't have to do anything else. Just to be a working actor, and so that was my dream. The money or whatever else that came with it, I never fathomed that. I just really wanted to be a person who was an actor for a living.
Great. And that's amazing that you didn't have to do anything. You don't have to, bartend or whatever. A lot of people out there struggling. That's what they do. They bartend or find jobs doing whatever they can.
I
And
did for years.
yeah, and now
Yeah.
you're reaping
And
the
I did for years. I
benefits.
worked in restaurants and everything. Exactly. Yeah. Yep.
Right, right. So let me ask you: do you believe that you are the leader to your destiny, or that something else or someone else uh, can lead you to your destiny?
I believe that you are. I believe that one has to you have to really push for it. You have to really believe in yourself. But you also got to work hard, and you have to know that all your bases are covered. One thing I always say is I don't ever want anybody or anything to be the blame for me. So I'll always blame myself when I might not get a role. It is what it is. They might have somebody else in mind, or a specific look. But there's enough work out there that something will come across. So I just never wanted to. I always want to be able to blame myself or to pat myself on the back because that things happen. I don't ever want to put that destiny in anybody else's hands.
Right.
So no matter what, if it's me, I have to go and be in the best shape of my life, or I have to be like as crisp as I can on my talent. So I got to go take some classes or whatever, or talk to the right people, be around the right people, the right friends,
Right.
who can encourage you, or even pick you up, or even put you on the right path. If you're slipping, they'll be the ones who will tell you, hey man, no, I think you should be doing this instead of that.
Right.
I want to always be the person. I want to be in control of that. I want to be control of my own thing. I don't want any kind of outside thing to bother it.
Excellent. So you want to hold your own destiny in your own hand. If,
100%.
whether it's good, bad, or ugly, you're the one responsible for it, right?
I'm more responsible. I never want to have any excuses. I don't want to blame anybody else. I never blame anybody for things that happen to me anyway.
Right.
Because it's like I put myself. You put yourself in the good positions. You put yourself in shaky positions. It is what it is. Like you put yourself in that position. I mean, like for me personally, that's how I look at it.
Right.
Yeah.
Omar, you've played so many diverse roles, from like Django to Queen Sugar and Ray Donovan. Those
Right.
are so many different characters. How do you get into character, or what do you do to get to those places?
You know what? Okay, so one thing about the diversity in the roles that I take, I come from the theater, so I'm so used to playing different types of roles all the time. I come from the world of summer stock, where I might have 3 plays that I'm doing in a summer, or maybe at the same time, and so I'm used to like just jumping from in and out. Like right now, right before we shut down everything, I was doing Queen Sugar, and I was also doing Aretha Franklin. I was playing Hollywood on Queen Sugar, and I was playing James Cleveland and Aretha Franklin.
Right.
The miniseries. So I'm just so used to that. And I try my best to, at this point in my career, I try my best to pinpoint the things that I want to do, the roles that I want to play, the directors I want to work with, the actors who I want to work with, and the stories I want to tell. So where you might have like at the same time, when I was playing a civil rights leader, and When They See Us, I'm also playing the bad guy, or the worst human being in the world, in Harriet, playing Bigger Long. So it's like I always try my best to just to be diverse in that, because I want people to see different sides. And I want to be known as a really good actor too. I don't want to just be known as, oh, that's Hollywood, and that's cool. Listen, Hollywood pays the bills, and that's perfect, and I love that role. But I also want people to see dexterity. I want them to see other parts and other things that I can do.
Right. And you are excellent. You are a very extraordinary actor, and we are very happy to have you on the show. I have a caller, and he actually want to ask you a couple of questions. It's really my co-host on different shows. His name is Andre. So do you mind if I take the call and see what his questions are?
Definitely.
Okay. Thanks. Hey, Dre, how you doing? Right. Oh, go ahead. We got my man Omar Dorsey on the studio, and he's ready to answer questions. You're on speakerphone, so he can hear you. So go ahead with your question.
Okay, what's going on, Omar? What's up, man?
How you doing, Andre? Doing well, brother.
I'm good. Welcome back to the deck. I just wanted to from Decatur, where it's greater. I wanted to know
see my shirt straight from the deck. See my shirt.
I wanted to actually know who supported you and who encouraged you to become the actor that you are today.
My mother. Okay. My mother did. My mother was like I told Deena earlier, my mother was a theater director. So when I first started acting, when I first started auditioning for plays, even when I first auditioned for movies, I used to go to my mother's house all the time and always try to work with my mom, so she can help me with my auditions. She was like my acting teacher, but she was a big encouragement. And she, like my daughter now is at Howard University. She's studying theater at Howard. And I want to be as much of an encouragement to her as my mother was to me, man. She's my angel. And, and she encouraged me and she supported me. Even like, how those tough times are when you're acting and you're starting out, or, you're trying to get it. My mother would be the person supporting me. She'd be like, oh, don't worry about it, babe. I got a couple of dollars for you, or whatever it is. I'll go pick the kids up, or whatever. You got to audition, I pick the kids up. So my mother was my big supporter, and still is to this day.
That's amazing. Mothers are amazing. We just had Mother's Day, and I'm sure you treated her well. So, Dre, you got another question?
I do. So, okay, out of all the actors and actresses, who do you like working with the most, and who do you admire out of all the actors and the actors? I'm putting you up under the fire right there. Who would you like to work with again?
The actor who I like working with the most is my best friend, Dorian Missick. I've been working with that dude since we were 12 years old. And, we were kids, we started working together. And we just had a new series that came out 2 weeks ago on it's called Soul City. It's like we've been working together for the last 32 years. And, you know, he's a big time TV star. He has the For Life TV series on ABC. But we've done in our lives, we've probably done about 4 or 5 projects together. I mean, on camera, you know, since we were 19, but we were doing plays together since at church and at school from like 1989, 1990. So we've been doing it for a long time together. I like working with my friends. I like working with Anthony Mackie. I like working with Michael Beasley. I like working with Eugene Bird. I like working with my friends. And that's what I really want to do. Just to, you know, how Seth Rogen and all of these different cats, what's his name? Adam Sandler, all these dudes work with their friends. Because there's good chemistry. You want to hang out with your boys anyway, hang out with your homegirls or your boys anyway. So that's like my goal, is to be the person. It's funny, I was talking to Anthony Mackie about it last night. He was like, that's what we need to do. We need to be the ones who, you know, can create our own destinies and can write our own films. We got film writers, we got directors in our crew, and we can, you know, all do stuff together. So I really love working with my friends. The people who I work with, who my favorite actors who I work with. No, not that. The people who I look up to, who I work with Sam Jackson and Wendell Pierce. Sam Jackson and Wendell Pierce, because those dudes was just so true. And I work with some great ones. I mean, I work with DiCaprio and Django. I work with Jamie Foxx and Django. I work with you know, Nicolas Cage. I work with Oscar winners. I work with Willem Dafoe. I work with some really great people.
Right.
But like, it's something about Sam Jackson and Wendell Pierce. Like, those dudes really, and to this day, they'll still give me support. They'll still call me. They'll still talk to me about life and about the industry and all of that stuff. And you know, those are the people who really, those two brothers in particular, really, you know, the people who I looked up to and mentors to me.
Wow, that is great. You know,
that is awesome.
Everyone knows Sam Jackson, of course, and you mentioned Anthony Mackie. Can you tell us it or not? Is he the new Captain America?
Yeah, he's the new Captain America. He certainly is. They were shooting right before they got shut down. Right before they shut down, he was in Prague. I was talking to him. He was in Prague right before everything got shut down, 2 months ago or whatever. So he was out there shooting the new Captain America. Yeah, he the Captain America. He Captain Africa America.
I like that. That's going to change the whole projection of Captain America now. So we got to see how that's going to work out, right?
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, he's having a ball doing it too. So I think like I said, I was talking to him last night. He was talking about you know, how they're going to whenever they start shooting, they want to go back to Prague and start shooting again.
Wow.
So they're gonna have to shoot Atlanta for Prague, because I don't know if they're gonna let y'all on planes right now.
Right.
But
you know, they got private jets. So Dre, I'm gonna let you go. I got another caller coming in that I'm gonna make them wait a second, but I've got to let you go. Is there anything else you wanted to say to Omar?
So Omar, so you telling me you are living your dream?
I'm living this dream. So you know what? It's a blessing. You know, it really is. And I thank God every day, because, you know, not everybody, I don't even know if like 5% of people in the world are doing what they really, really, really wanted to do when they were a kid. And it was the dream that you had. I remember I had this dream when I was 7 or 8, 6 or 7. And it was a dream. I don't know what it was. It was me coming out of a limo, lights flashing on a red carpet. I was a kid. I was like, and I didn't know, and I was like, that's what I want to do. I want to do that. And that's exactly what happened. You know, when it happens, whenever I go to premieres or whatever, but yeah.
And you're doing it so well. And
it's a blessing.
Just to piggyback off Andre living the dream, I mean, you go back to even like ER, The Shield, The Mentalist.
Yeah.
You've done all of that. Your resume is super. You know, it's amazing.
I appreciate that. Yeah, man.
So, okay, Dre, is that it on your end?
Yeah, I can go on and on and on and on, but you know, I look, okay, I'm on site doing something else, but I want to say congratulations, man, to all the success. I'm glad we had the opportunity to talk, for me to talk to you at least, you're inspiring me right now because I'm getting there. I'm trying to live my dream too.
Get
But
it, Dre.
thanks so much and keep living the dream, man.
Definitely.
I'll be talking to you in a minute. All right.
All right. Love you too. Thank you, Dre.
Okay. All right.
Wow. Yeah, we live in a different world right now, so everything is virtual.
Exactly. Yeah.
We gotta, no matter what, we gotta keep going because we're the actors, we're the entertainers now. People look to us for entertainment. All the
and they need us. Yeah.
they need us. They're sitting in the house, they're bored. They're catching up. So
they are. Yeah.
Coming out of this, you're gonna be much more popular than you are now, if that's possible. So let me ask you this. Let's switch over a little bit. We know about your acting and things like that. Tell me something. What irks you the most? What gets on your nerve? What irks you?
What irks me? You know what? Nothing really. I'm real cool and calm or whatever. I don't like people all in my business, personal life. I don't like that at all. Because if you look at my Instagram, it's only about business, but everybody always, like I think that we live in this world right now, the social media world, that people want to know every single solitary thing about you. And I try my best. I keep my personal life, my private life to myself, man. You know what I'm saying?
That's kind of hard though, isn't it?
Not really for me, because I just don't be on social media. I don't go on, so I don't be. The only thing I'm on social media for is go see this movie, go see this TV show, go see that, because I'm not that big social media dude at all. And I had to learn that. You know what I'm saying? That's over the last like 3 or 4 years, because I don't want people to think they know. I don't like people messing with. Like I put a picture up of my kids, and then somebody just drops in my kids' DM or something like that. That's not cool to me. I'm proud of my children. You know what I'm saying? But like, just with the notoriety and with fame, that it comes with things, so I try my best to keep my private life out. I try my best to, that's a main thing of mine, that, and, I just lost my brother a few months ago.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that.
Yeah. And then, but, and I think like, fame is just what it is. So it's like I was at the funeral and people want to take pictures and all of that stuff. And I was like, man, I'm burying my brother today. You know what I'm saying? Like, it was it's things like that. But it's also a part of the game. And it's a part of what you sign up to do. So yeah, those are the type of things that like sort of irk me.
Okay, so listen, I got another caller online. Do you mind if I take the call?
Let's get it.
Okay. Hello, caller? Hello? 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 Hey, caller, I got you on live. Can you say your name, please? Hello?
Hey, Deena?
Yeah, I can hear you. Is this Carolyn? Oh, we have a bad connection, so call us back. Yeah, so, technology.
Yeah.
So I wanted to ask you about your role as Hollywood and Queen Sugar. That's a powerful role. Can you talk about that a little bit?
Right. I was on a movie in the Bahamas, and Ava DuVernay calls me and is like, "Hey, Omar, I want you to read this script for this new television show. And I wrote you, and I said, okay, I'll read it. I read it, and I was like, oh my God, this is. I finished working with Ava on Selma, so I read it. I was like, this is a beautiful role. I love this role with all my heart. I was like, when do I have to audition for it? She's like, no, I wrote it for you. It's your role if you want.
Wow, that's crazy.
And I said, yeah, I want it. So, and what she said was like, Omar, this is how I see you. This is how I want the world to see you. And I was like, man, I appreciate that so much, Ava. I do.
Right.
But it's just a beautiful role, who has so much love in his heart. He loves this, he loves this woman with all his family. He tries to do, like you'll see this season, he's doing much for his community and for the people around him. And that's what I really love. He has all this love to give, and I appreciate that role. It helps me out a lot. It's sort of therapeutic to me.
Right.
And it's sort of a teaching to me too. It's teaching me how to be a better person. Yeah.
Okay, that's excellent. So we do have a caller on the line now, Kira Gardner. So I'm going to put her on speakerphone. Hello, Kira.
Okay.
I got you, Kira Gardner on the line. Omar Dorsey is here. Do you have a question for Omar?
Hello. Hello, Omar.
Hello, Kira.
How are you?
I'm doing blessed and highly favored. How are you?
Oh, yes, yes, yes. I'm doing wonderful.
Mm-hmm.
I've been following you for a while, and I know you've been in the acting world for about 20 years or so, probably more than that.
Right. Yeah.
And I just have a question for you. Which role have you played that is very close to your personality now?
That's a good question.
Probably Hollywood. Probably Hollywood. That's probably the closest thing to. You know what? Because you know what? Like no, like you said, I've been doing it for 20 years. So I've aged. You know, you age. So like when I was 20, the role that I played in Road Trip or whatever, I was a college student. That was close to me because I was that age. The roles that I play in The Mentalist or whatever, that's close to me because I was a dude who was a young father, you know, or whatever. But Hollywood is where it is now. That's closest to me. Because you know that's why I said like I want to be that. I want to be like that. You know, when I grow up. You know, so and that role is teaching me, you know, through the writing and stuff. I'm like, okay, well, this is how to be a better person, how to be a better man, and all of that stuff. But yeah, that's the one that's closest to me.
Wow, that's one of my favorites. Definitely one of my favorites. I watch that show a lot, so I really enjoy the dynamic and just that, you know, relationship you have with actually all the characters. But my God, that is such a strong male figure, and I love that he stepped back at certain times that he needed to, and not get so learning things about himself, right, and not really going
right, definitely
by when he could have just beat that guy up. You know what I mean? So I thought that was
right.
a very strong moment and a powerful moment to show a Black man. So I really enjoyed that.
Yeah, definitely.
Okay.
Definitely.
Thank you, Kira. That was really great questions, and I'm glad that you know who, you know, he's one of your biggest crush. Yes, and you know those things. That's fantastic. Anything else you want to say before I let you go?
Yeah, I have one other question.
Oh.
So, if you could choose, Omar, 3 characters to have like a table talk with, one would have to be a veteran actor, one would be just a peer, and then one would just be an upcoming actor. And what one question would you ask them all?
The veteran actor, I would definitely ask. It's about longevity. How do you keep it going for so long? If it's somebody like, I say like an Anthony Hopkins, you know, I would ask like, well, how do you what's your process? You know, how do you keep longevity? How do you stay hungry? How do you stay motivated, and how do you push? Because Anthony Hopkins is still out here. I was watching Westworld the other day. I started binging that, and I saw season 1. And he was still out there killing it. You know, so that's one thing. That's what I'll probably ask him. The person who was my person who's younger than me, I would, you know, I like to be a mentor to people who are younger than me. You know, I'm blessed because I get to work with Kofi, Sarah Bold. I get to work with Nick on Queen Sugar, and I get to, you know, talk to, you know, young brothers like Lakeith Stanfield and you know, Woody McLean. I get to talk to these brothers, you know, on a, you know, weekly basis. Maybe me and Kofi probably talk every day, and me and Nick probably talk every day. But you know, I'll just ask them, what do they really want out of this business? What do they want, and like what are they doing to continue to push? And you know, I mean, and actually, man, I'd like to ask young people like that about life. About like, you know, especially like a person like Lakeith, you know, he just had a kid a couple years ago, and I asked him, I don't really like talking business with him. I like talking about, you know, about his family and, you know, all of that. I like to go play with the kid when I'm in LA or whatever. So, you know, you have to have a balance, a really well balance in this business, because, you know, it could, you know, it could mess with you as a younger actor. If you're a young person who got famous overnight, you know, that could really do a thing to you. That could really do something to you. So, you know, I try my best to like ask them what are they doing about that, and then try to give them some things to keep themselves balanced. A person who's my peer, I don't know. You know, that's all I do is talk to my peers, and I really don't talk to my peers about acting that much, but I'll ask them, what is it that you want to do to become a boss and to create your own narrative? Because, you know, we can, one thing that we do are, like, you know, we're workers. We have to work. I work for Oprah. I work for Ava. But what can we do as
There's some great people to work for
to become that next Oprah? They're great people to work for, but I want to be there. I want to be able to be a job provider like they are.
Right.
You know, and like, well, what can we do to do that for ourselves? You know, and that's what I would ask them. What can we do to, like, you know, become job providers and to make other people, you know, live their dreams. You know, because people are, you know, like I said, I'm living mine, and I thank God for Ava every day, and I thank God for Oprah. You know, it's like, but what can we do to, you know, do? I thank God for Danny McBride because he keeps me in them Halloween movies. You know what I'm saying?
Wow, that's great.
But yeah, but that's, yeah, those are the 3 questions I would ask.
Well, thank you so much, Omar. And thank you, Kira, for calling in. I appreciate you.
Thank you, Omar. We'll continue to watch you on Clean Sugar and any of your upcoming items and presentations that you have in the future. So keep doing a good job and be safe.
All right. Thank you.
All right. Thank you so much, Kira.
Okay.
Definitely.
So
thank you so much.
You mentioned Danny McBride, so that's a good segue into Eastbound and Down and to bringing my husband in. You know,
Yes.
I like to play games
on
my show, right? But before we actually get into that, let's talk about Eastbound and Down. And I think you were in another movie with him.
Yes.
What was it?
Halloween.
And then there's the one, The Wrong Man, right? The Wrong Man.
The Wrong Man, yeah. But Danny wasn't in that one. Danny wasn't in that one, though.
No.
That was me, Mahershala.
Talking about Michael.
Yeah, that was me. Michael. I was in the movie with Michael. That's right. Yeah, Mike was the bad guy. Mike was the reason that Mahershala went to jail. Mike.
It's just a roll, buddy. Just a roll.
Well, I wanted to introduce
him. Right? Exactly.
He already slid on in, so I got my husband with me, my biggest supporter and producer, Mike Beasley. Mike and Omar has been working together for about
my brother. That's
10 years.
My brother. Yeah.
Right. And Mike, it's been in Escape at Dannemora, Flight. His work is amazing also, and it goes on and on.
Mm-hmm.
But like I said, living the dream is a way of life, right? And my last question regarding living the dream is a relationship question. So you're married. How does your wife support you in this business? And what way does she give support to you?
Well, she lets me work. She lets me go out. It can be tough. Being away from somebody for a couple of months or whatever it is. So, you got to have somebody that you need to have somebody there who understands what the business is. It's a tough business.
It is.
It's a very tough business. You might see it's not a 9 to 5. You might be doing a play. You might be on tour somewhere for 2 or 3 months. You might be doing a movie for a couple of months here and there. They don't shoot a lot in LA no more. So, I don't even feel like I don't even go to LA that much, So, but it's you have to have that time that's like, you have to have the person who really understands that and supports it.
Right.
It gets tough sometimes. But if you can find a person who can really support it and they can ride with it, then you won.
You're right.
Like y'all two. Yeah, like y'all two, like the Beasleys over there.
Okay. Well, I really appreciate you taking the time out and giving me this interview and teaching others how to live the dream and giving your perspective on a growing industry. Yeah, thanks for stopping by and doing that. So if you don't mind, I would like to segue into my little fun part, the Who Knows Best. And it is a competition between you and Michael. He has not seen any of the answers.
And I don't lose.
And
he did. Man, I know Mike done read all of them, man.
No, I swear to God. I swear to God. So
lose,
it's based on
if you ain't cheating, you ain't trying to win, baby.
Exactly. Don't be telling.
Don't listen to that.
Don't be teaching Malik that now.
I got that from Sam Jackson.
Okay, so it's based
You're right. You're right. Sam would say something like that too.
Okay, it's based on a survey, and you guys can make your guesses, but whoever number is closer to the amount of the survey is the winner. So my first question is, what would you find in a home medicine cabinet? I'll ask you first, Omar, because you're my guest.
Well, you want how many items, or just start naming items?
Give me the number one answer that you think would be in the medicine cabinet.
Aspirin, or Advil, whatever.
Okay, Michael?
Yeah, I was gonna say that. Toothpaste.
Toothpaste. Okay, so the number one answer for that was aspirin.
Dang.
Out of 100
That's
people,
not fair. You went first.
Okay, well, you can go first on the next one.
You go first next time.
Okay, so here's the second question. Name me a chore that people hate to do. Michael.
Clean.
Omar.
Yeah.
Just pick the second answer.
Cut the grass.
Cut the grass.
You can't
Cut the grass. Is that it? Cut grass.
No, Michael, this is a maybe because
no,
you were right. It's taking out the trash is the number one answer.
That's
taking
clean.
out the trash. Yeah.
Gotcha.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, this is easy. Name a food that goes bad before you get a chance to eat it. Omar, you're first.
All right, no, that's nice. We didn't see
Name a food.
Since this pandemic, we didn't.
That frequently goes bad.
Fruit.
Can you be more specific, please?
Yeah, be more
fruit. Bananas.
Bananas. Okay, Michael, what do you think?
Orange.
Dang, no, actually it's avocado, but bananas is.
You know what? Okay, avocado. I don't eat avocado.
Because we eat avocados like crazy.
I just bought 4 of them. Olivia told me to buy 4 of them, so I got 4 of them.
I'm not smart enough to know avocados are fruit.
I know. I thought it was a vegetable.
Don't look over here.
Look at you, Mike cheating. Look at him.
Okay, this is a little difficult one. All right, so I think, Michael, you go first on this one.
Yes.
Name something that only happens once in a few years.
Full
moon. They got full moon all the time.
Hold on.
You got
every what?
Every few years. Time is ticking.
Olympics.
All right.
Damn.
What do you say, Omar?
That's what I was gonna say. I was gonna say Olympics too. A leap year.
A leap year. Well, sorry, Mike. Leap year is one answer before Olympics, but the number one answer is eclipse.
Eclipse. That's what
you wanted to say. That's what you wanted to say, Mike. I know it, and I was thinking it too. I couldn't remember what the word was.
Well, what's the score now? 3-1? Is that it?
I'm winning.
Yeah.
Okay.
3-1. I got a banana. Yeah, so it's 3-1. Okay.
This is a chance for you, Michael. Okay, name something at home that people often run out of. Since Michael's losing, let him go first.
Don't say it like that.
You go first, Mike.
People often run out of?
Yeah. Not African Americans alone, just the world. Think about
toilet paper.
Yeah.
Omar?
That's good. I'm black. Kool-Aid, sugar.
Sugar? Hey, which one? Sugar?
I say sugar. Sugar. Yeah.
Well, I have to give this one to Mike. The number one answer actually is milk, but the number two answer is toilet paper.
That makes sense. Yeah.
Okay.
Milk, yeah.
So this is the last one. This is worth 1,000 points. Okay.
Yes.
All right.
Okay, so you both just chime in. It's not going to be one that goes first or second. Just chime in on this.
All right, listen to me though.
Okay.
Y'all ready? Name a way
Uh-huh.
people communicate before texting was invented.
Beeper.
Telephone talking.
Omar is the winner.
I can't stand you, Mike.
Hey, Mike is, I'll tell you one thing. He's really good. Mike's really good at card games, board games.
I know. Yeah, I know.
But this ain't his
He's so
thing.
black. He's so black.
I was like Kool-Aid.
That man talking about some damn beeper.
Yeah, like Kool-Aid. The beeper.
That's good. So the number one answer was phone calls. And actually, pagers was the number two.
What?
Oh shit! See?
Yeah.
That was
Oh wow! There you go. Okay, boom. There you go.
Yep. But this the number 5 answer was carrier pigeon. So yeah, that was good. That was the
Oh no! Hey, where's right in the letter at?
I'm sorry.
Where's
Letters was number 3. It was phone calls, pagers or beeper, letters, telegram, then carrier pigeon.
Okay, carrier pigeon. Okay, gotcha. Yeah.
Okay. You guys got to remember when you play these games, they're not basing it on our lifestyle.
I know they're not, but I always ride a Kool-Aid. I don't know.
I would have said the block phone in the car.
You in the block phone? Yes, sir. That dope boy phone.
Omar, speaking of Kool-Aid, when was the last time you had some Kool-Aid and what flavor was it?
I drink Kool-Aid every day. I drink lemonade Kool-Aid. I drink lemonade. Drink some red Kool-Aid. I don't know what the flavor that is. Just red. Purple Kool-Aid. No, I ain't had no Kool-Aid. No. Then I ain't had no Kool-Aid. Oh, you remember last time I had no Kool-Aid?
some colored sugar. That's all it is colored sugar, man.
That's all it is, colored sugar. Yeah,
that's
it's
all
a
water. So do you eat pig feet?
Yeah.
You do?
I ain't never had no pig feet in my life. Never. No, never had it in my life.
No. What about chitlins?
Do y'all?
Nah.
I never had chitlins. I had chitlins once. I got sick.
Probably because some mosh was in it.
And it wasn't clean. It wasn't clean. My dad was like, I was a kid. I was eating. I was like, it's going to taste good. My dad was like, son, don't eat that. They didn't clean it. I was like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Of course, my mom being old school, she used to eat chitlins, pig feet. What's that? What's that meat? Pickled meat.
Yeah. Hog maws.
Hog maw. My dad used to make hog maws all the time, and he used to shoot rabbits back in the day and bring home rabbits. It's crazy, but during these times, I'm seeing a lot of old school things happening. You know, like kids are outside riding their bikes. Even grown folks, they're out there playing hopscotch. You know, kids and people are deciding to grow their own vegetables.
Right.
Life is really interesting. And how are you coping with the pandemic? I'm going to let you go. You've been such an amazing guest, and I hate to let you go, but I know you've been on here for a while with me. But in ending, let's talk about.
You know what? I've been doing a lot of writing.
Writing?
Yeah, I've been doing a whole lot of writing, Deena. I've been writing, and I've been pitching to. I have to write a movie anyway for Warner Brothers, so I've been really working on that. But I've been writing I'm writing a cartoon right now. Trying to write a couple of television shows, just writing the premise of it and trying to pitch them and trying to see if somebody want to buy one of these things.
Of course. So this time gives you an opportunity to write and tap into your other talents, right?
It does, and give me time to work out and all that stuff too. Because we work so much. I actually have time to go out and run 5 miles, and then, I just got some barbells and some dumbbells, so I get a chance to work out and stuff that I really don't have time to do. And I'm sleeping. I don't remember the last time I slept 8 hours. I've been sleeping 8 hours every day.
Wow.
It's amazing. I mean, I really, yeah.
Right.
Bro, that's what I've been doing like every day right now, Mike. It's crazy.
Wow.
Yeah. So, Mike, how are you dealing with this pandemic?
I'm doing the same thing. I'm writing. I got a book I'm writing. I'm writing scripts. Working out. You know, I lost about 15 pounds.
How much you lost, Mike?
15.
You look good. I saw you in the picture the other day. I was like, dang, Mike, look like you get back to your fighting weight, man. I was noticing that.
You know what happened was my daughter dropped 20 pounds, and as soon as the pandemic started, she dropped about 20 pounds. And she was just running her butt off on the treadmill and eating right. I was like, what the hell is going on?
She did that in like 4 weeks, 4.5, 5 weeks.
She did?
Yes.
And so she inspired us to just...
Hold on 1 second, y'all. My sound just went down. Hold on 1 second.
Yeah. It says Omar's network bandwidth is low.
Hold on 1 second.
Okay, no problem. I know you thought you'd be finished by now.
Y'all hear me?
Yeah.
Yes, I can hear you.
Okay, yeah, my sound went down.
Yeah.
So
you
said baby girl lost 20. How did she do that?
20 pounds in how many weeks? 4 weeks.
4 weeks. Well, four
Baby
and a
girl
half.
lost 20.
Yeah, she was
But
just...
shoot, how'd she do that?
She just got on the treadmill and ran like she was Forrest. Ran like Forrest Gump.
Oh, really? She just running hard? Okay.
Yeah.
Wow, that's great. All right.
Doing 4 miles, burning like 650 calories, and then she watching what she eats too.
Yeah.
And the kids watching what she eats.
That's good.
I always worked out, but I wasn't watching what I ate.
Yeah.
So now I start really focusing.
That's my main thing, man. Yeah.
And I do intermittent fasting on top of that, so I don't eat till like 1, 2 o'clock.
So what you do, like 8 hours? You do like 6 hours of eating and don't eat for the rest of the day?
I do 8 hours of eating and then don't.
Okay.
And so
y'all look good. You and baby girl, yeah. You said what now?
A breakfast at 2.
He eats at breakfast.
Okay, gotcha.
Afternoon.
2 to 10.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, I actually changed my diet as well. She really inspired me. I'm on a 15-pound and 5 week, 3 pounds a week losing streak right now.
Yeah. Good job. The Beasley, y'all winning all the way around. Y'all won y'all won pandemic. Y'all won. Y'all are nice.
The competition in this household is ridiculous. If one loses,
y'all all athletes, man.
Man,
exactly.
It's like, you know, if I eat healthy food, they got to eat healthy food. So we are also competitive. We want to be on the same level. And so if one start running, all of us start running. And if, of course, if I don't do anything, nothing will happen.
That's the reason why.
I feel you.
Start doing it. She said, "I'm gonna be a movie star. I want to be an action hero. So I'm gonna drop this weight."
And she started.
That's good. Yo, you know what? That's what I started. I don't even lie to you. That's exactly what I was thinking. I want to do some action movies, man. Exactly. Yep. Cause I'm looking at Mackie and stuff. Like, man.
Exactly.
You know, Alter Carbon. I was like, you getting real money. Like, God dang.
Right.
Captain Africa, America. Right. Exactly, man. Yeah.
I'm still trying to become Wonder Woman.
Exactly. Hey, you can do it.
Right.
You can, Coming out
of this pandemic, you are either going to be 15 pounds heavier or lighter.
So you're right. Yeah, you're right. You're right. Yeah, I was doing real good at first, and then I got real lazy. And then over the last 2 weeks, my daughter been doing meal preps. So we've been doing real good. I've been working out every day, twice a day. I'm work out as soon as I get off the phone. Get off this Zoom with y'all. I'm going to run about 5 miles and come, do that. Yeah.
How much weight have you lost?
10 pounds.
Wow, that's a good start. For how long?
Yeah, it is. I was doing real good. I mean, I've been back on it for like 2 weeks, but I had wanted to lose like 30 or 40 pounds doing it. I was like, we're gonna be off for like 3 months. I wanted to lose 30 or 40 pounds. Right. But yeah, I got some more work to do.
Right.
Yeah, and you got to keep the healthy lifestyle. You got to keep that lifestyle because you can fall back to it. You know what I'm saying? But if you wake up in the morning and if you wake up at 6 o'clock and do it, and then come back and take a shower, go on watch your day, Just eat right, like y'all said.
It's a good thing too to have someone in the household doing it with you.
Exactly.
Supporting.
Yeah.
So maybe you should talk to someone and see if they can get on the same regimen as far as exercising and eating.
Right.
You can lose weight just by what you eat, eating
You're right.
things. And so I've adapted some new ways in our foods that I hadn't been doing. So it'll help us lose weight.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Wow.
Yeah.
This has been an amazing day, Omar. It's so much
great, man.
Like,
yeah.
Like you said, working with your friends, you're more relaxed and
exactly.
Just kick. What is it?
Kicking back, man. Just like you said, it's friends. It's like, yeah, definitely. Yep.
Like I said, I don't know what the hell you're trying to say.
Hey, where my nephew at? He in Minnesota. He in Denver. Where he at?
He in Malibu right now.
Oh, rich ass.
Yeah. He's going back to Denver and then heading back to Minnesota.
No, go back to Denver to get his stuff and then go back.
Yeah.
They're going to start working out with the team soon, and hopefully they'll be playing by the end of July. That's what's rumored, but we got to wait.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
But
he was whipping that. He was whipping it up. He was killing it for Minnesota.
Yeah. Where did we just see you at? We saw you at one of the teams.
Yeah, at the I saw you. You saw me on my birthday in LA. He was with the Nuggets, and we saw you in New Orleans when he played for the Timberwolves. When he played with Timberwolves.
Yeah. That was cool, man.
Yeah.
That was fun. A lot of fun.
Yeah.
He had a good game there too.
He had a great game in LA. He had a great game in because he balled out in LA. He was talking smack, giving me dap because I was on the court. He was giving me dap. So you see that, Unc? I was like, you out here killing him right now. And then
Feels good. I mean, since you've known him since he was a kid.
Since a kid, I know. Yeah.
Right. And he was coming on the set of Eastbound and Down.
Eastbound and Down. I remember, and I remember he'd be like, "Okay, I gotta go and I'll work out." And he'd be going to do his like 3 or 4 hours in the gym. I said, he's gonna make it. I remember went to Florida State, man. I was like, man, he was out there killing me, man. Breaking out them freshman records. Yeah, I can talk about y'all, son. I can talk about y'all all day because I love y'all. Y'all
well, look, we're gonna invite you over. We do a great social distancing thing outside in the backyard. You and Mike can come smoke some cigars.
For sure, I'll definitely do that. I'm gonna do it this weekend sometime, y'all.
All right, it's gonna be a wonderful weekend. So in closing, I just want to thank you again for coming on the Living the Dream podcast.
Definitely.
And thank you for sharing your dreams with us and your time. And in closing, do you mind telling people what you're doing, living the dream?
I'm living the dream. I'm Omar Dorsey, living the dream.
There you go. Love it. All right, Omar. So we'll talk to you in a minute. And where can we find you at on social media?
Find me Omar J. Dorsey on all platforms.
All platforms. All right, great.
Okay.
Thank you.
All right. Love y'all, family.
Love you too.
All right now.
Thank you.
All right, peace.
Peace.